Are you planning to join the Wolfpack? North Carolina State University is located in beautiful Raleigh, North Carolina, a great university and grows in popularity amongst international students. But is this the best university for you? In this video, we're going to cover courses, tuition, scholarship, campus life, and much more to see if this is the best admit for you and your journey. Hey friends, welcome to Chine Coaching. I'm Rob. I love helping international students in their cross-cultural journey, and Chine Coaching is focused on helping you to find success when you go abroad. In this video, we're going to do a deep dive in student review for NC State, a great university, a lot of great programs. We're going to hear from actual students themselves to see if this is where you should apply and take your admissions. Our very first topic we're going to talk about is tuition. So Urvashi, introduce yourself and tell us about the tuition costs.
Hi everyone, I'm Urvashi Kar. I'm a master's student at North Carolina State University, majoring in computer science. This is my final semester. I'm from Mysore in India. The tuition fees at North Carolina State are more like on the average end. It is not too expensive, but it is not super cheap either. For a CS master's degree, your semester fee can be around $19,000. And this is without your insurance amount. This is just the tuition. For a management degree, your tuition can be around $23,000 per semester. This fee is cheaper in the spring because a few of your fees are removed from your total. The tuition fee is including the College of Engineering fees, your campus security fees, your library fees, and all this is included. If you're a CS PhD student, you get a stipend from the university and all you have to pay is your College of Engineering fees. A CS PhD student would be paid around $22,000 to $24,000 per year. This depends upon your funding in your project as well as your advisor. On the last semester, your fee is really less. That's because you have only one course, and that comes around $6,000 in total. Every semester, you will have to take a minimum of 3 courses, which would be the 19,000. But the last semester, where you have only one course, you need to apply for RCL, which is the reduced course load, and in that way, you can only have one course and have low amount of fees.
Now, there's ways to save money through scholarships and funding. So what are some scholarship opportunities there at NC State?
So most of the scholarship in NC State is actually for the undergrads, but for the masters and for the graduate students, NC State provides fellowships and assistantships. These fellowships and assistantships can be applied on the university portal under the links. These assistantships can be graduate assistantship or teaching assistantship or research assistantship, which can waive off your tuition fees. These are pretty hard to get. But one trip is that these fellowships and assistantships may require your GRE score. Another thing is that the university also provides on-campus job opportunities with which you can earn some extra money to manage your expenses. PAC Assist is another part of the university where you can reach out for any other financial benefits, where you can ask them funding for your laptop or maybe for that month's rent. They consider all your living expenses and situation and help you out if you really are in the need for it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Prithvish, introduce yourself, buddy, and tell us about NC State's location, safety, and transportation.
Hello everyone, my name is Prithvish Doshi and I just graduated with Masters in Computer Science from NC State University. I'm originally from Vadodara, Gujarat in India. So yeah, talking about location, transportation and security, Raleigh is consistently ranked as one of the best cities to live in across the entire United States of America. So that's always a good thing, to be in a city which is safe. You also have a lot of transportation options, especially the Wolf Line buses, which cover all the major parts of the campus and surrounding localities. So you always have that availability starting from around 7 a.m. in the morning to late night, like 11, 12, midnight, and so on. So yeah, we have those buses which are there. And then we have Go Raleigh, Go Durham buses, which can help you connect to the cities surrounding Raleigh. So we have those buses. And then you always have Amtrak, like trains and flights if you want to go to locations which are far enough.
Yeah, and I'll add that Raleigh is a beautiful city. It's close to the beach, the mountains, and North Carolina, it's just a beautiful part of the country. I enjoyed visiting the campus there, and it's a very neat campus as well. Anushi, go ahead and tell us about the top courses and degree programs there at NC State.
Hey everyone, this is Anushi Keswani. I'm from Amravati, Maharashtra in India. I've done my bachelor's in computer science from Pune, and post that I've worked 3 years in Pune at Toshiba. This is when I realized I want to do master's in systems and networking, and what better university than North Carolina, because it's the best in systems and networking courses. So let's just directly jump into the top courses at NCSU. NCSU is a highly rated public university. The top courses at NC State are agricultural, management, as well as all types of engineering. I've done my master's in computer science. I recently graduated this semester. Most F1 international students come here for computer science courses or electronics courses, and NC is a very good university for data science as well as AI courses, mostly for systems and networking. You will have the best professors with an amazing expertise in networking here. So make sure when you come here, you take at least one course of networking. Also, the Wilson College of Textiles is one of the best colleges at NC State.
Sounds good. Now, Prithvish, tell us about the housing options and living expenses there for students.
So we have a lot of housing options. There are on-campus options as well as apartments that are surrounding the university. So I'll just list down the few major ones. There's Avery Close, then you have a lot of options on Gorman Street, there's Champions Court, Kings Court, all of this. All of these apartments are where you'll find most of the international students living. The general cost would range between around $500 to $600 if you're going for a personal room, and somewhere between $350 to $400 if you're going for a shared room. And for living costs, it comes to around $250 to $300 a month when you consider all the groceries, utilities, Wi-Fi, all of that stuff. That comes to a total of around $800 to $900 a month.
Great. And we're actually going to be making a completely separate housing video for NC State, going deeper into each of those apartments, showing you what you look like and helping you find the best housing option there in Raleigh. So thanks, Prithvish. Now, can you guys tell us, maybe Urvashi, Prithvish, a little bit more about the health insurance and what students need to know about that there at NC State?
NC State has quite some options regarding health insurance. One which is provided by the university, that's Student Blue, but it's more on the costlier side. And then there are other that's by United Healthcare and one which is by ICICI. So those are accepted in the university as well. You just need to fill out a waiver form and submit the policy documents. And one of the good agencies is Student Cover, which can help you get these insurances. Even if you are in India, you can just get the payments and everything done through them, and it will help you get the insurance policies in a proper manner.
So you have to apply for the waiver at least a month before the deadline of your tuition, just to be safe, because then the mandatory insurance from the university is deducted from your tuition fees. The university insurance is around $1,350 per semester, which is quite on the expensive side. But if you take insurance from maybe United Healthcare, they have plans that range from $400 to $800. I take a $600 insurance, which is a medium level insurance and covers almost everything that you would ever require. The Indian insurance comes up to, which is by ICICI, comes up to $350. Which is very affordable. But the trick is that you can only apply for the Indian insurance while you are physically in India. You cannot apply for it after you have come to the United States.
Great. Thanks for sharing about that. If you're planning to study abroad, then here's two great resources to help you to have an advantage amongst the competition. First is Juno. Juno is a company that provides tuition loans and health insurance for students and international students. Juno provides great interest rates. We've had some of our Chai and coaching community get approved. They've got cheaper rates, or you can also even refinance your loan and get a discounted, cheaper interest rate on your tuition loan. It's amazing. Save a lot of money. Or you can also maybe find possibly better health insurance, medical insurance than maybe what your university provides. So check out Juno for that. And a second resource, my friends, is the Collegiate Mentorship Program, CMP. This is a mentorship program to help you get into the elite universities in the world, where you get paired up with mentors, lecturers, researchers to get one-on-one guidance to build the best profile, help write essays, and get coaching to get admitted to top colleges, and getting connected with people directly from MIT, Harvard, Oxford, Cambridge, Yale, Columbia, and all these top universities across America and the UK. You get paired up with actual professors there. It's incredible to get guided on what it's going to take to get admitted to one of those colleges. So definitely check out Juno and the Collegiate Mentorship Program to get ahead in your study abroad journey. Check out the links to get connected there. Another big thing people want to know about is on-campus jobs, how to earn some pocket money, get experience. So Anushi, tell us about on-campus jobs.
I totally understand when you're paying such high tuition fees, you need some kind of on campus job. I myself worked somewhere or the other in all the 3 semesters that I was here at NC State. You can easily get into some food part time positions, like there are dining halls, burger places, there are coffee shops, you can work as a barista. These pay around $10 to $12 per hour. And as an international F1 student, your limit to work would be around 20 hours per week. So make sure you do not extend that. Also, you can apply for some jobs like grader or working at the libraries. So, these jobs will not take out much of your energy and you can still save time for your crazy assignments. So it's better to apply beforehand. Make sure that when the portal is updated with all on-campus job, you are actively applying. Some jobs might require some interview, but it'll be very easy for every one of you. And make sure that you have signed the contract beforehand. It's just flexible. It's very flexible in a way that it's a 4 to 6 hour shift, and post shift you can, if you are in the dining position, you get to have a meal for the day, which is what students love. It's the most attractive part of that job.
Gotta love the free
if
food.
you are into, we all love the free food. But if you are working as a grader or as TA or RA, it's much better because then you can work from home and it's much better paying job. So any RA or TA would be, or even in fact a grader would be $16 to $18 per hour.
Yeah, that pays pretty good. And do any on-campus jobs also result in scholarship opportunities?
No, there might be some RA jobs, so NCSU has some monthly RA job or some tuition fee waiver RA, but those are very difficult to get into, especially for master's students. They keep that especially for thesis students or PhD students. But nevertheless, it's no harm to try to get into those jobs. So my advice would be, before you go to the US, look for professors. What projects are they working on? And if you have any similar interests, you can just email them. If you're lucky, you can get into an RA or TA beforehand.
So there are a few teaching assistantship jobs which are very hard to get. And if the professor agrees to fund you, then your tuition fee could be waived off. It is pretty hard to get, and you need to be a very interested student as well as maybe a possible PhD candidate for the professor. In that scenario, they do waive off your tuition fees for the master's degree.
One more thing that I would like to add, and this is specifically for jobs that are in dining halls or or in coffee shops. So what generally happens is, we do have this 20-hour limit, but I would suggest that international students should start with around 10 to 12 hours and then increase or decrease hours according to how they have their course load. I won't advise anyone to commit full 20 hours from the first week itself.
Great.
Usually the first semester is pretty tough for people to adjust because you're entering a new country, new people. The grades here are a combination of, your projects, assignments, midterms. So you need to perform well in all of them in order to get a good grade. So set your priorities first.
A small tip is that if you are applying for the dining jobs, try to get a job in the engineering building campuses, because over there the crowd is less, so you have to serve lesser people. But there's another campus, which is the main campus, which is filled with a lot of undergrad students. So that area is more crowded, and if you're working there, your workload is going to be more.
Good tip. My friends, if you are learning a lot and getting value from this video, hit that like button to say thanks to Urvashi, Anushi, Prithvish for sharing all this helpful information. And our chai question for you guys is, what degree are you considering abroad? What degree are you applying to? What degree do you want to study abroad? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to see what degrees that you guys are considering. Now, Anushi, after on-campus jobs, people start looking for internships, CPT and then OPT full-time jobs. So tell us, how is that there at NC State? Kind of what's the scope and ways that people can get internships, full-time jobs, and placements?
So NC State is very close to the Research Triangle Park area. There are a lot of tech companies there. So scope for internships and full-time jobs is huge, but you have to be actively looking and applying for all types of jobs that are applicable to you. Let's say you're starting your master's in fall. you have 1 year, because for the coming summer you will be working as an intern in some company. So my advice would be to start looking and applying for jobs in the first semester itself. Let's not push it to the second semester, because then there's competition. Also, the legal process takes a lot of time for your OPT, which has to be started from summer. My advice would be to look for all kind of experiences that you have on your resume. Check what all are the open positions. There might be some career fairs happening in the university itself, but please don't be completely dependent on them, because it's possible that you might not get a slot with the companies. So it's better that you yourself are externally applying to companies and getting your interviews scheduled. Similarly, don't be assuming that the internship that you're working into will get converted into a full-time job. So once you are in the middle of your internship, get a clear idea from the company whether you're going to get a full-time offer or no, and immediately start applying and preparing for your final full-time job as well.
Yeah, in America, jobs don't come to you. It requires lots of hard work, networking, being persistent. But yeah, especially there, in the Raleigh Research Triangle, a lot of great job opportunities in that part of the country, which is exciting. Now, back to the college campus. Urvashi, tell us kind of about campus life, student organizations, and how people can be involved outside the classroom.
NCSU is a very lively campus. There are a lot of events going on throughout the semester, and most of these events are conducted for the undergrads, but of course, the master students also can go and take part in it. They are a lot of fun, relaxing, and events where you can get goodies. And I got this t shirt from NC State in one of those events. The graduate student also has its own graduate student association. Every department has their own graduate student association, which can help you with things related to your curriculum, to your coursework, and getting in touch with professors and stuff like that. Maitri is an Indian student organization, which every Indian here is very well known about. They conduct events for Indians in the major Indian festivals like Diwali and other festivals. Maitri also helps Indian students as a fresh student when you arrive to the United States. Maitri is a very helpful association. You can reach out to them for things like transport from the airport to your apartment. You can also reach out to them for maybe a temporary stay before your lease starts over here. So they are a very helpful association for any Indian that comes over here. There are also associations for other countries, like there's a Bangladeshi club over here. When it comes to your own interests, there's dancing clubs, drama clubs, theater clubs, and a lot of other things. For students of computer science, there's an AI club where you can go and code as well as attend workshops, even helps with your interview preparations where they solve challenging coding questions. As a woman, you can take part in numerous women organizations over here. The two major organizations here, one is Society of Women Engineers. As a part of it, you will get in touch with a lot of companies and take part in their recruiting events. You even get to attend the Society of Women Engineers conference that happens in the fall semester every year. The university, you can apply for the scholarship and the university pays for your travel, your stay, and everything. There's also Women in Computer Science, which is another big women organization over here, which also provides scholarship for the Grace Hopper Conference, which helps everyone with job opportunities. This conference is not just for women. Even men can apply for it. It's a common notion that it's only for women, but of course, men can also be a part of it and apply for the scholarships and attend this conference for their career.
Yeah, so many great opportunities. Yeah, I'm a big fan of well as the SWE and GHC. Great ways to network, learn, find job opportunities. So get involved outside the classroom. This has been incredible. Sounds like so many amazing features and opportunities at NC State. And don't forget, we're making a whole separate video about housing. It does a deep dive on all the housing options to get the information there. So be sure to check that out. We'll have the link for that. My friends, don't forget about getting an advantage and saving money through Juno and the Collegiate Mentorship Program. We're going to have links where you can connect to save money on tuition loans, health insurance, or get mentored so you can get admitted into your top dream school. Check it out. And my friends, Anushi, Urvashi, Prithvish, thank you guys so much for taking your time, sharing your experience to help guide incoming students. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. All the best. You.
Hopefully people will be inspired by y'all and maybe become some future Wolfpack and join the Wolfpack there in Raleigh at NC State. And friends, be sure to connect us online on social media like Instagram, LinkedIn. Make sure you're subscribed to the Chine Coaching e-newsletter as well for great tips and resources and online events. And we love having you be part of the Chine Coaching community to help you succeed, thrive, and grow on your journey. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.